What's going on? It's Astronaut H, and this is the What More Do You Want Network. Now, in this video, I will be discussing Game 5 of the Eastern Conference semifinals between the New York Knicks and Miami Heat. Man, the Knicks on the brink of elimination have to win this game. You know, the Miami Heat want to do nothing more than, eliminate the Knicks on their home floor in front of their fans. And of course, we know Jimmy Butler and the cast and crew, Bam Adebayo, Kyle Lowry, the supporting cast of the Miami Heat definitely wanted to end the series in 5, just like they did the Milwaukee Bucks. Now, the Knicks with their backs to the wall, the level of play that you had to get from your stars, the Jalen Brunson, the Julius Randle, even RJ Barrett, they had to come and play a full 48-minute basketball game. And on the early parts of this game, honestly, it started out a little slow for my liking. I was expecting a little more up-tempo, especially from the Knicks, but as the game got into sort of a flow, you started to see guys like Jalen Brunson and RJ Barrett start to come along. Julius Randle did take, I believe it was an elbow or some type of swipe to his face where it puffed one of his eyes up really bad, but he continued to play in the basketball game. I need to know what is the gripe between the referees and Josh Hart. Because ever since, I believe it was Game 3, Josh just been getting called foul after foul after foul whenever he's on the floor. He had 3 early quick fouls in the first half of this basketball game tonight. And I thought that was going to be one of the things that kept the Knicks from playing the style of play they wanted to. I really thought all of the talks that I heard this week about Derrick Rose, Evan Fournier, I thought, Thibodeau was going to elect to go to those guys, and Moses McBride, but he did not. For the Heat, it just looked like they were trying in every way possible to get this game. They was trying every way possible, mixing up lineups. Eric Spoelstra elected to go with Duncan Robinson late in the game over guys like Matt Strus and Gabe Vincent. You seen Kyle Lowry in there late in the basketball game. Bam Adebayo with some big moments in his basketball game. But the key component, even though he was a facilitator and rebounding the basketball really well, was Jimmy Butler. He was not aggressive enough for my liking in this basketball game. Missed some key free throws towards the end, but I just feel like Jimmy Butler, was not the Jimmy Butler he's been in the playoffs tonight in this basketball game. He just was not that version that we've come accustomed to over the past, we're a month into the playoffs, I believe. A month, probably 3 weeks. So next to Devin Booker, I say he's the most consistent player that's in the playoffs right now. And tonight he was consistent. I mean, when you look at his final box score, he was consistent. It's just the simple fact that he wasn't that scoring threat that I feel like the Miami Heat needed the most in this basketball game. I feel like they needed between 35 points from Jimmy Butler, because that's what Jalen Brunson gave the Knicks. He almost put up 40. So when you go back and you watch the tape and you see what Jimmy Butler wasn't doing, like I said, he was passing the ball very well, rebounding, definitely defending. He had about 4 steals that I accounted for personally, and he had a late game block on RJ Barrett. But again, he had to do. I feel like he had to do more. You got the others involved. The Matt Strus got involved early. Kevin Love, Duncan Robinson, Kyle Lowry. I'm not sure what Gabe Vincent had tonight. I have to go back and look at the box score for Gabe Vincent's stats. But the Knicks were a little bit too much, especially on the glass. You seen just the Knicks absolutely feasting, especially on the offensive glass versus the Heat in this particular basketball game. And like I said, if if the Knicks are going to play like they did in Game 5, which turned out to be a win for them, that gives them an opportunity. They have to, of course, going into Game 6, traveling back to Miami. It's going to be interesting to see how things fare for not only for the Heat, but also for the Knicks. I feel like the Knicks now will be playing a little bit with house money. Of course, their backs are still against the wall, but I feel like the Heat are going to come out in Game 6 and try to do a little more than what they did in this particular basketball game, Game 5. And we will see how things turn out because, now we in the best of two. Series is 3-2, going back to Miami. The Miami Heat will have the home court advantage in that particular basketball game. But if the Knicks can get a performance like this out of Brunson, Randall, and Barrett, is definitely going to give them a chance to turn out a win in Game 6 and force a much-needed Game 7. So let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Miami Heat fans, New York Knicks fans, NBA fans, or if this is just your first time tuning into the channel, let me know what you think in the comments down below. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you can know anytime a video is being uploaded to this channel. It's Astronaut H. This is the What More Do You Want Network, and I catch you guys on the next video.